the book dragon's lair. Sakes, what a beautiful day. The estate looks lovely as ever. I suppose it helps with all my keeping of it. People outside the gate are so loud and noisy, talking up a storm. Doesn't look like they're going to try and enter the estate. Good for them, otherwise I'm going to have to scare them off. Oh my. What do we have here? Another human. But this one's different. This one isn't with them. How to see who they are. Hello there. What you doing this far away from the village? Oh, turn around. I'm right behind you, sugar. Right underneath the weeping willow tree. Hello. How'd you do? What's the matter? You never seen a ghost before? Much less the ghost of a Southern Belle? Oh, well, I guess that makes me your first. You're not the first human I've seen, but you're certainly nicer looking. All clean and presentable. Quite nice to look at. What's your name? I see. That's a very good name. It's fitting. It's a refined name. I like it. It suits you. What's my name? Oh, no need with formalities. Just call me Bailey. Bailey Parker. It's nice to meet you. How long has it been? Well, that's right. I suppose it has been a long time since the incident. What year is this? Ah, I see. My stars. I guess they were right. Time really does fly when you're dead. How did I end up a ghost? Well, it's kind of a long and unpleasant story, but there's nothing I can really do about it now. Well, yes, to answer your question, I was alive at some point. A few years ago, I was a Southern Belle, the owner, or rather, I was going to be the heiress of my mama and papa's plantation. This entire estate would have belonged to me and my sweetheart. I had a gentleman, and he and I were sweet on each other. We loved each other very much, and we were engaged to be married. His family was wealthy, mine, of course, was very wealthy, and we thought of getting married. Our family saw how we were sweet with each other, and they thought it was a match made in heaven. Well, I thought that too. And then, well, turns out I was wrong. He wasn't really sweet with me. All he was interested in was my dowry. So, he poisoned me, and for good measure, he shot me right in the chest, in the heart, because the poison was taking too long. And his plan was to take my dowry and run off with the hussy that he'd been cheating on me with. And that's how I ended up dead. But joke's on him, I hid my dowry, and no one can ever find it. And if they try finding it, well, I managed to scare 'em off before they can, 'cause that's all I have left now, and I can't really move on right, since I died with a broken heart, figuratively, emotionally, poetically, and literally, since he shot me right in the damn heart, and poisoned me. But I suppose I didn't really see any of the warning signs until it was too late. You live and learn, I guess. Or in my case, you die and you learn. And I've been haunting my family's estate and keeping it for the last 50 years. Tell me, do I look that old? Why, thank you, sugar. I appreciate it greatly. So tell me, enough about my tragic story and all my theatrics. What brings you here? Ah, I see. You were walking around, and you happened to notice my family's estate. It is very pretty, isn't it? Do I take care of it by myself? Well, I do now. But when me and my family were alive, we had some elven folk, some wood elves who knew the soil well, and they were more than happy to help. Forgive me, that's one of the stray cats. They like to roam around the estate because they know that I give them food. Oh, they're just little sweetie pies, aren't you? Yes, you are. You're the prettiest cat I've ever seen. And I've seen a lot of cats in my time. Truthfully, I like all the animals. And a lot of them come to see me. Occasionally I get ghostly visitors, but, well, when daytime rolls around, we can't really be out in the daylight, us ghosts. Pretty kitty. Unless, of course, we have protection, like my parasols, or I can walk around in the shadow of things. And then I find places to rest, like under the... Oh, right. Land's sakes, I forgot. I forgot that I had a poltergeist over for tea. I thought they'd left already, but apparently not. Poltergeists, you see, are noisy ghosts. They're much more noisier than I am, or any other ghosts. They're all right. But, yes, I feed the animals, the bats and the cats, and the spiders, and the butterflies and the hummingbirds, and they keep me company. But I must say, I have missed talking to a human, or other creatures, like you. I guess, in a way, you're the first human I've seen in over 50 years. A very long time. I have missed the company. So, what happens when... Ah, that's what you're wondering. Well, when someone tries to find my dowry, I scare 'em off. I've gotten really good at scaring not the ghosts. I've gotten really good at scaring trespassers and thieves off, especially when they're just after my dowry. I've almost been tempted to spill the beans about my dowry, but I haven't, since I've been wanting. I've been hoping that maybe I might find someone special, someone who, you know, right? But that's never happened. Everyone who's gone after my dowry and tried getting into the estate have been nothing but carpetbaggers and thieves and looters and plunderers and ne'er-do-wells that remind me of my no-good... It wasn't even... Yes, I believe that's the right word, fiancé. My no-good ex-fiancé. But I do get tired of being here. I do want to explore more. I've thought that one of the reasons why I haven't been able to move on is because I haven't really done anything. Or rather, I didn't really do anything much with my life. Except for try and get married to my ex-sweetheart. What about you? You're still living and breathing. What all have you done? I'm curious. You're very well-mannered and very lovely to look at. I'm sure you must have gone on countless adventures, huh? Huh? Oh, really? You've gone to stage shows, you've been in the marketplaces, you've traveled abroad, you've studied abroad. Oh my! You've met dragons and giants and mermaids, and you saved your best friend from marrying the wrong woman. Oh my stars! Well, it does sound like you have gone on quite a few adventures yourself. I wish I could go on an adventure too, but I can't really leave my family's estate. I'm bound here. Yes, really. Oftentimes, you see, with us ghosts, usually we're bound to something. There's something that, tethers our soul to the land of the living, as it were. And well, I just happen to be tethered, in a sense, to the estate. So I can't really leave no matter what. And, well, it's one of the reasons why I've been scaring people off who try and find my dowry or try and enter the estate, because every person, for the most part, who's ever come to the estate has been looking for my dowry, have been nothing but vagabonds, carpetbaggers, and brutes. Just straight up brutes. And, well, it's very complicated, but I don't want them anywhere near my dowry. Well, I'm not sure I should tell you my secret. Why not? Well, thing is, you're the first ever living human who's ever come and talk with me. You're not afraid of me, and I've grown to like you, see, and, well, I suppose I'm afraid. I'm afraid that if I tell you my secret, that you won't want to be my friend anymore. I don't know if we could really call each other friends. We're more like acquaintances, but I do wish that it's alright. Well, how can I trust you? You swear on your grave? Do you know how serious that kind of an oath is? If you swear on your grave, then you have to keep that oath regardless, no matter what. And if you break that oath, then you'll go to your grave a lot sooner than you like. You'll be like me, most likely. A ghost. Well, that is. Ugh, and those poltergeists in my house are so damn noisy. That is the last time I ever invite one to tea, I swear. Land's sakes. So loud. I get that they're noisy by nature. Though at the same time, they could at the very least mind their manners when I am trying to talk to a guest that happens to be living, that I haven't seen or heard from in what feels like 1,000 years, and I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't lose my temper like that, but are you certain that you want to make an oath like that? To learn my secret, are you certain that you want to do that. I don't want you to regret anything. I told you I like you, but I wouldn't be able to forgive myself if you ended up doing something that you'd regret later. All right. If you're sure. All right. The reason why I can't leave my family's estate is because of my dowry. I'm bound to it. Whoever takes my dowry, they'll take me with them. I'm bound to it, and that's why I can't leave. Because you can't just take my dowry and leave. Wherever my dowry goes, I go. Oh, well, yes, it is possible for someone to just up and take my dowry, but I'd prefer it if it didn't happen like that. That's why I've been so adamant about scaring off thieves and loiters and carpetbaggers away from my family's estate, lest they find my dowry and take me away, 'cause I don't want to go with bad people, if you know what I mean. And technically speaking, I know they can't hurt me physically because I'm dead, but still, there are magicians and sorcerers and wizards and witches out there who could untether me from my dowry and or hurt me in other ways. Yes, we ghosts sorry, but we ghosts aren't entirely immortal. We have our weaknesses, like the sunlight. Can't be in the sunlight too long or we'll melt. That's why I like sticking to the shadows if I'm out in the broad daylight. And then second of all is salt. It gives me a terrible burn. And well, that's one of the reasons why I've been so adamant, is because I don't want to go with bad people like that. I lost friends like that, and I don't want that happening to me. So I'd much prefer it better if... Yes, exactly. I'd much prefer it if someone asked if they could have my dowry and ask for my permission, rather than treat me like a minor inconvenience into getting the riches of my dowry. Huh? You wish to have my dowry? Are you serious? You wouldn't just say that to be pulling on my skirts, would you? Oh, you really are serious? Oh, my stars. Land sakes. Huh? It's nothing, sugar. It's just, well, I never really thought I'd see the day where someone was asking for my dowry and that they genuinely meant it. You'll take care of me while we go on an adventure of 3. Do you promise me? Are you certain? Are you certain you want to take my dowry and take me with you? 'Cause the thing is, whenever I'm around, it gets cold, and there are cold spots, and I can't help but groan or make noises to people who aren't attuned to the presence of ghosts like me. Almost everyone is, and I'm also sage isn't attracted, and I might end up trying to... Are you certain? Are you sure that you want to take me with you? 'Cause It ain't gonna be easy, sugar. You care for me anyway, and you want me to go on an adventure with you. I just want to make sure that you're certain, because I don't want you to regret this in the morning. Are you serious? Are you certain? Bless my stars and garters. Well, all right. If you insist, then I'll give you my dowry, and we can go on an adventure. All right. I'm trusting you. Here, follow me inside, and I'll show you to where my dowry is, and then afterwards we can go on an adventure. All right? Oh, all right, my human. You're a good human, and thank you for freeing me, but all right. I guess I'm kind of excited, but here, follow me, I'll show you. I'll show you where my dowry is.